What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Of course, it's Tuesday, so technically we shouldn't be doing Minecraft, but since I wasn't able to do Minecraft yesterday for work, we will be doing Minecraft today. And as far as I'm aware, Wednesday should be fine with Ember Isle. So, before we dive into Minecraft though, we have our verse of the day, which is Romans 10:9, and it says, "If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." So submitting yourself fully to Christ and laying your life down in order to proclaim that he is your Savior and repenting of your sins allows you to accept the free gift of salvation that Christ offers and paid for on the cross for us. So if you haven't done that already, I encourage you to do so and to constantly seek after God and grow that relationship with Christ. But with that being said, we're going to go into Minecraft. I have our to-do list in hand. There is something that I realized we did not add the last time we were on here, and that is to build a local church. So what I have in mind is each level of our kingdom is going to have its own little local church. And then for like weddings and special events like the holidays, then everybody makes the kind of pilgrimage to Notre Dame. So what we're going to do today is actually build some more stuff in our lower level. Of course, we can still work on getting the Wizard's Tower ready, and we need to get the gas ready to go so we can grab some of the villagers. So we might try to go ahead and finish that. I forget actually where we left off. I haven't played outside of stream. So we'll quickly look at that and get that set up. I'm going to go ahead and take down these trees that we have. And of course we need a bunch of this oak for future builds. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this. I know there's some aspects of Notre Dame that still need a bunch of our oak wood. So we're going to go ahead and get some of that ready to go. We might actually make a trip over to Notre Dame real quick and see what all is left that we need to do there as well. This is one of those tall oaks. I love and hate the tall oaks because the tall oaks give us a lot of wood, but at the same time, they're a hassle to climb up and get all the wood. I think we have enough leaves to decorate some of the new spaces that we're going to add. I do want the shops closer together, so one of the things on our to-do list, of course, is to move Flora's house, or or at least to redesign it. So we may move it somewhere else. Okay, hopefully that is all the wood from the tall oak. I'm not seeing any others, but I missed one. I knew it! I always miss one. And then the tree doesn't despawn, and then I have to track it down. It's a whole hassle. And of course we need this wood as well for the fish restaurant that we're going to build on the pier. Hello, Mr. Salesman. Do you have any cherry blossoms? Potion of invisibility. He always sells that. I don't need it. Does anybody ever use potion of invisibility? Where did you two come from? Rude. Okay. It's about time for bed. I think we can sleep now. Yas. Okay. Go ahead and get that out of the way. Alright. Let's run up to the tower real quick and see. Did we leave Frank up on the hill? No. Okay. We're gonna have to just run up there ourselves. We do need to get Frank if we're going to check on Notre Dame. Like I said, I do have an idea for what we're going to do for the library, but we're going to have to relocate it because it's not going to fit where I originally had planned. So Frank's not up here either. What did we do with Frank? Oh, he's over there next to Simple Sam's farm. Okay. I understand. And we still need to fill in the gaps from when the creeper blew up over here. Boo. Okay. What else do we have left here? We do need some more black concrete. And we need some more of that. Alright. I forget what it's called. Skulk? I think it's called Skulk. We just need a little bit more of that. And then I didn't leave the black concrete up here in that chest. I think we have other chests in here. Yes. Black concrete powder. Okay. What we can do is go ahead and put this down and see how much left we need, which is going to be a lot. Go ahead and start with a corner that's it's already like connected to the skulk. And I'm not going to worry about watering it down yet. I figure what we'll do is go ahead and turn all the walls into the concrete powder, and then we'll go around the edges and fill it with water. I did not think this through, did I? I don't have a shovel on me, I don't think. Oh. I did not think this through. Okay, let's try that again. Is this? Yes. Go this way. That was kind of a waste of concrete. Let's actually fill this hole with this. Because you're not going to see this. And we are limited with concrete, so I'm gonna just tear this down real quick. have a shovel? I do not. Okay. I'm going to leave that there because that doesn't have skulk yet. Let's see. Go ahead and do this section and get as much of this done as we can. Okay, that's pretty much done. Alright, we'll get maybe another stack of skulk. I'm sure we don't need a whole stack, but ooh, I got 2 more pieces of dirt. Bom bom. But just to be on the safe side, so we don't have to make more than one trip. Oh, we need the Silk Touch pickaxe. So we need to go to the warehouse first. Hello, sir. I would like to borrow this, please. Thank you. And we'll go ahead and dump some stuff off. We'll organize this stuff later. I am going to cook the chicken before we leave, though. I'm not going to wait for it, but this needs to go in the furnace. Not the furnace. The lava pit of doom. Okay. Let's throw this in to the oven. And then we'll go down into the caves and get some more skulk. When we come back up, we'll go ahead and fix the doors on the warehouse. That way that task will be complete. I don't know if we wrote it down on our to-do list, but I do know it is a task that we need to accomplish. So might as well go ahead and get that done because it's an easy fix. So and there was a big portion of skulk where we didn't have to go too far into the deep dark. So I'm just going to go there and collect as at least one stack. One stack should be fine. No. Where does this go anyways? Absolutely nowhere. Okay. So I don't mind taking this out. I do have plans for is it it's not the end city. End city is with the dragon. The deep dark. Oh, we already got one stack. Okay. Let's go ahead and make our way out. We've got what we came for. No, I missed. Let's see. Let's make sure. Okay. It's a good thing I checked. I didn't want to get to the surface and there'd be a bunch of creepers. Right. We do need to make sure that we have buckets of water. Which I think we do. I don't think I emptied them when I bought them off of the salesman to get the tropical fish. So we'll grab some of those real quick. Because we might go ahead and wash the concrete. They're not in there. I don't think we put them anywhere special. I know we had two buckets. Maybe I did empty them. Oh well. We'll check one more spot. There they are. We just need one. Alrighty. What I kind of need to do is make a path that goes up this hill maybe towards the entrance to the gate that's either made of slabs or stairs. That way it's easier to get up the hill without having to climb. That, oh, that's a baby sheep. I thought you were a chicken. You're so cute. Look, you're so adorable. Is that it? Oh. And that's not going to be filled. We do need to fill this gap so that nothing spawns in there. And then we'll put black concrete there. I have a feeling there's stuff under this. Yeah. Not every single one, but some of them. Okay. That takes care of all of that. So, let's grab our handy dandy bucket of water and go ahead and do what we can. We'll get those two in a minute. Or there's three, I should say. Debt. I need debt. Okay, that takes care of those two columns. We'll get this one taken care of as soon as we complete it. But, I don't recall if we need more sand. I know we have plenty of gravel, so that's not the issue. It's either more sand or more black dye that we're out of, and I suspect it's sand. I'll go ahead and put the skulk in here, because we don't need it. Okay. So, until I can get some more black concrete, I'm going to say that's done for now. We're going to have to put that project on pause. Now we'll try to get some more black concrete off the stream, because it's going to take a minute to get that. But let's go ahead and get the doors taken care of on the warehouse and get that taken care of. And see what else we can do on our to-do list and go ahead and knock that out. Doors, let's use what doors do we already have? We have the dark oak. There's no more doors in there. I kind of want to use the supplies we already have. So in there, we have a couple of jungle doors, which I don't think goes with the aesthetic we're going for on the warehouse. We don't have any oak doors made, so we'll skip that one. This is spruce, which is what we have in our hand. Birch doesn't have any. Acacia has one as a couple of doors. Not too thrilled about using that either. And then we have crimson doors. Crimson doors might work. That's our last option. If we're going with another door though, I'm leaning more towards the blue one. Crimson door might be fine though. You know what? We're just going to use spruce. I think it'll be fine. We need to put a trapdoor up there, which will just be a. We'll try to. Hang on. Actually, let's take this down. Let's look at our trapdoor options. We have the oak, which I'm not too thrilled about. Of course, we already have the spruce, but that's on the sides. The birch might work, not the acacia. Okay, we may have to make some. I'm curious to see, because I want it different. I want the door and the trapdoor that's going to go over the door to be different from the door frame. So we need to find something that goes well with it, but also is different. The mangrove looks interesting. And then of course we have the copper, but I think the copper is kind of like an iron door where we have to have a button or pressure plate, and I don't want that. The cherry one is interesting as well. Okay, what does the doors look like? The mangrove door looks pretty cool. The cherry door also is interesting, and the pale oak door looks nice. I'm leaning towards the mangrove. So in order to do mangrove, we're going to have to go outside. Where's the sun? I think we have a little bit of time. We have one mangrove tree. One mangrove tree. Words are hard. Out here. So let's see if we can get some. Oh no, can I climb this? No. Can I climb this? Yes. Wait, no. Let me up, let me up, let me up. Why can I not? Okay. Ooh. I don't know how many pieces of wood we'll need. We'll grab 4. And hopefully that'll suffice. Yeah, I definitely don't like how this turned out. Her bedroom facing the stairs. And it's also in her basement. No. We need something better for her shop. I like how the shop itself is set up. It's her living quarters that bugs me. Okay. With the mangrove, let's go ahead and do this, and then door, we just need 1 set, and trapdoors. Perfect. You love to see it. Okay. We'll go ahead and set these up. No. Beautiful. Yes. I like it, I like it. Okay. And come over here and we do the exact same thing. Take this down. solve a problem with the trapdoors. Sweet. Alright, so here is the pickaxe back. Thank you for letting me borrow it. We don't have anything to turn in other than the pickaxe, so we'll leave that. We'll go in here and go ahead and drop off. I don't think I had any filters for it. Yeah. Oh, this is dark oak. Dark oak. Yeah, I didn't have a filter for it, so go ahead and do that. And we'll help out the little guy. The next thing, crimson trapdoor. Crimson was over here somewhere. Yeah, I don't have a filter for that, so go ahead and do that. I don't think I have mangrove anywhere. No! I accidentally... We'll take that back. Okay. Thankfully he was distracted. I don't have a place for mangrove, so we'll put that there and there. I think that will work. Trapdoor. Okay. I'll pop these in there. Mangrove roots. Can you use the roots for anything? I don't know if you can or not. I'm just going to go ahead and give them that. And moss carpet I don't think fits in this section. So I'm going to say he's done with that for now. I do want to do... So there's one last thing we need to accomplish with the setup. Where is... Yes, I need one of these. This is what we're going to do while he's distracted. Put that up there. So we know... No, 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 no. Where are you going? Go back in there. I almost unleashed him. No! Anyways, we need to get some more of those so we can see the filters on them. Are you done, little guy? You are. I'm so proud of you. You did so well. Okay, here's another one for you. Light gray concrete. Yeah, we don't have anything. No sand. Tough stone. Okay, and then he has filters for that. Wait, what is this? Andesite. Why is andesite way over there? Okay, whatever. What were we having this guy do? I forget. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is take this out and put iron door there, and then we're going to add moss here because that's a natural item. Cobblestone goes in with this little guy. And a stone pressure plate. I'm going to need that bottom one there. I don't want to take what's in his hand. Move, little guy, move. Oh, that's the wrong one anyways. Here we go. Oh, I already got one. We'll just put that there. Alright. Doors are done. The next thing, like the last thing we need to do decoration wise for the warehouse is put those, oh, I don't know why I came up here to check the time. We need item frames. which is letter and sticks. We'll use spruce planks, I guess. Yeah, we just need a bunch of sticks. Okay. And make 2 of those. That'll take care of the 2 at the top, which is perfect. Okay. So how best to do this? Wait, no, no. Haha. It's not centered, which bugs me. So let's just put it here, and then I'm gonna take a piece of cobble and put that there. Alright, sir, I need you to go over here. Thank you. Okay. He's done, and then I don't really know what filter I want to put on here. I guess we'll just put a piece of honey for now. May have to change this later. We'll see. Okay. That's done. So, I'm sorry. We're not allowed in here. Thanks for the sword, though. We do definitely need to move this. That's another thing that we need to do today. We don't need a gold sword, so I'm going to go ahead and smelt that. And just grab some more gold while we're at it. Okay. Let's see what's on. Actually, let's go ahead and see what else we can filter. Oh, we do have a bunch of sand. Okay, give me all the sand and the gravel. So what we're needing is black dye. That's good to know. Pale moss, we do have a moss spots, dripstone lily pads, and coral. Cactus flowers, what else? I think the glowberries as well. So I'm gonna make room real quick. In my inventory, we do have a place for the iron doors, the saplings, clay, and we got a place for cobble. Okay, what time is it? I'm not going to risk it, so we're going to go up here and we're going to wait. And while we wait, we might as well get hydrated. Alrighty. Go ahead and filter all these, and then we'll look at our to-do list to see what else we can do. Saplings. Oak has a place, right? No, I did it again. Dang it. o'clock has a place. Stairs. Spruce planks should have a spot. So we'll go ahead and put that in. Alright, let's go up here. Sand I know has a place, and so does gravel. So we'll go ahead and give that to our little buddy. Okay. And I'm pretty sure we just did a spot for iron door, right? Somewhere. Okay, it might be with this guy. Yeah, okay. We'll give him that. And whoops, no, give me it back. In here, I'm gonna actually take the moss out. Glowberries, and in here, I'll put lily pad, moss block, moss carpet. Okay, and then cactus flower as well. And this one, I think it's going to be like ocean stuff or anything that's in relation to wet stuff, right? So like dripstone is made with condensation in caves, and coral is of course found in oceans. So we'll put those two together. Technically lily pad should be with them as well, but it's green, so and then clay. Clay I think is going to have its own spot. Okay. Copper chest. Alright. Cobblestone. You should have a spot for that. Alrighty. We do need to eventually add a downstairs to the warehouse, and that's where all of our nether items will be going. So we'll add that to the list here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and grab everything that we once had. I'm also going to put like the spider eyes down there as well. We could have, okay, these two can also be filtered. The food I'm not going to put in the warehouse. I don't think we need to put that there. Orange terracotta needs to go in there. Basically, we need to filter all the rest of this somewhere. Okay. Chicken can go in the furnace. That'll free up a spot. The feathers can go with the Fletcher. I forgot to drop the apple off in the fridge, but that's okay. I'll also put sticks in here because sticks are needed for arrows. The brush technically goes with the potter. Technically so does clay, but you know, I don't want all of it at the potter's house. I might just go ahead and eat the apple. Okay. And then we have a bunch of dirt in the fermented eye. Will all this fit? Technically, yes. We need to get the pumpkin on us because we need to take that to Notre Dame. The iron will stay with the blacksmith. That'll give us room to take these two down. And we'll temporarily just put those two just inside this door until we can get the downstairs built. Okay. Alrighty, sir. Here's some more planks, logs. I think that's it for him. I don't think we have. We don't really have extra space, so we'll leave that up here. What do I have? I think we'll go ahead and make one of these, like over here. We'll make one of these dirt. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Forgot to set that. Okay. Terracotta also should go in here. So go ahead and get that done. Okay. Pumpkin we're taking with us. Paper I'm going to put with the library. Glass items probably need their own space. So we'll probably put them in here somewhere. What am I dropping off? Moss. Let's get that over and do that. And that already has a spot. So in here, let's do one glass pane. Oh, no! One of those and a glass bottle. So all the glass items are in a spot. We're going to go ahead and store them for now. And the pale moss. Okay. Fermented spider eye. I guess we need a chest that essentially is items that... do I want that in up here or in the nether? I think maybe just up here. So what we'll do is swap that out. So any items that we get from creatures on the surface will go in that chest. So spider eyes, bones, rotten flesh, which I don't foresee us collecting a bunch of rotten flesh. There's no use for it. But what we could do is kind of make a barter and trading hall, maybe, for adventurers. So kind of thinking in like a fantasy setting. Adventurers can go dungeon diving, and whatever creature material they bring back, they can get rewards for it. We still have a little bit of time before we can sleep, so let's go ahead and check our... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Our to-do list. I do want to add kind of the villager, the venture trading hall. So maybe that's why we collect zombie flesh. Build an adventurer trading hall. It doesn't sound like a real word, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Okay, we can sleep. And then let's see what we can tackle on our to-do list. We're gonna put pause on the warehouse because the next thing we need to do is get oh, we also need to build a factory so we can have a lot of spots like this within the factory setting. What happened? Why are you like this? I don't like it. I don't know what happened with that, but we need to build a factory for smelters. And that's just what I'm going to call this. I know it's actually a couple of furnaces and not smelters, but in my mind it's a whole smelting unit. So, all we have left is cobblestone in that, which can fit up there. So go ahead and put those away so we can take this down. I'm essentially trying to clear this section off so we don't have all this junk everywhere when you first come into the kingdom. And again, we're just gonna pop these down right there until we can get the basement fixed. Alright, let's go ahead and tackle, actually I'll leave those trees there for now. To-do list. What can we do? I don't know why this... If I do all this and then it fixes itself, I'm going to be mad. Hello? Okay. I didn't fix this. That'll work. We have to put the wizard's tower on hold. The fish restaurant to the pier, I think, would be easy to do. Redesign the flower shop and the bee house, build the dye shop, build the perimeters of the second and third tier, begin work on the castle, garden in the wizard's yard, move the villagers into the kingdom, build some ships, finish the shipping company's map. Okay, so we got a lot of things that we need to do on the dock. What we'll need to do, we already have a crafting table over there, if I recall correctly. I'm just going to plop these in here real quick, because we do not need them for now. Okay, and we'll eventually have to sort all this later anyways. Let's grab some basic wood and start outlining our restaurants. We don't want it too big because it's got to fit on the dock, and I don't want it taking up too much space. But it's kind of ideal where it's going to be. It's going to be somewhere in this area. I don't want it up against the wall. I kind of want it more over here. But it's kind of ideal because they can always get fresh food from the vendors. I don't want it too close to the wall, but I also want it closer to the wall than the vendors. So maybe about right here is where we'll start. I kind of want some vendors on the wall as well, I think. But not with fish and stuff. So maybe we'll put the restaurant about right here. Start here. The front door, I think, is going to be right here. So we have like a little lobby. With like 2 doors. If you've ever been to Cheddar's in America, there's like a double door. We're gonna flip this. We actually need to make this wider if we're gonna do that. So actually, whoops. Do this. Make it too wide, and then this is the other door. Okay, and then we'll put a couple of benches here for people to sit on. There'll be a couple of windows there, so this needs to go up like so. Okay, so this is like the little waiting area. You'll come in and the hostess will be around here. So this will be the lobby spot. We'll make this maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. And then we'll cut into it. About right here. Okay. This is the lobby. It'll have an arch of sorts to lead into the rest of the restaurant. Okay. And I kind of want the restaurant to go this way. So we'll put some seating here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 maybe. That might be big enough. So if we continue this here, actually let's back this up a little bit. Because I kind of want some of the seating to go this way as well. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll count this as 5. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because it's right next to the, I want them to be able to like come back here if they want to. So then 2, 3, 4. Do I want it like that? Not really. We may have to shift this whole thing. I do know we need to grab a bed. I think this is going to have to shift. It's too close to the wall. Because I want it a little bit wider. At least this portion. So what we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's okay, so we're going to have to move everything 2 blocks this way. 1, 2. 2, and then like so. That goes up there, and that comes, nope, that goes there. I did something wrong. We're gonna have to sleep and reassess this. Oy, oy. Who knew building a restaurant was so much work? That's a joke. I know it takes a lot of work. A lot of work and a lot of dedication. Okay. Let's see what I did wrong here. Okay, I don't think I really did anything wrong. I just need to put that there. The lobby is only supposed to be 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And the lobby is supposed to be even. So yeah, I think I was off 1 block. But that doesn't make sense. We'll just bring that this way. It'll be fine. This needs to come down. And we'll move this one up. Okay. And so it's to be replicated over here. And take this down. This needs to move up 2. Two seats and the entrance. Okay, so the little lobby, or the little waiting area, then the lobby where you meet the hostess. This needs to come down, and this needs to be added. Okay, that should work, and this guy is new, so come here, sir. You had cherry blossom oak, a log, but not the sapling. Bro, I really need the sapling. Anyways, and then you enter, and there is some dining over here, and dining over here as well. kitchen is going to be over here, I think. Maybe we don't want vendors behind the restaurant. Yeah, I think we'll put the kitchen back here. That'll be fine. And we kind of need an entrance over here as well, like a side door. And a staff entrance. So let's bring this out a little more. So that would be a back door, and then this will be an entrance for the kitchen. And then this is the kitchen. And over here is just going to be, we may put a couple of raised plots over here so that they can have fresh vegetables. But this will also give them a way to come out here and dispose of their garbage. Where that goes, I have no idea. They can figure that out on their own. Okay. We want nice big windows. I'm thinking about 3 wide. I wonder if that'll fit. Not really. So let's make 2, 2, and 4 there. And we have 3 windows there. This, of course, is going to be a wall. We're going to have seating right here. So actually, let's take this one down. This is going to be a door. And then we're going to have a door here for employee entrance. A back door for customers and employees to enter and leave. And then back here we're going to have another door here to go in this area. And we need 2 points of entry and exit for the kitchen. So I'm thinking these 2 spaces right there. And this seating area is going to be different from this seating area. This actually might be private seating. So we'll close that off as well. And then this is just like a little walk area. Like this is where the hostess will grab you and take you to your seat. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this space. Oh, I know what we can do. Take this down. This is going to be a soda bar. Because we don't drink alcohol in this world. This is a soda bar. And then private seating. I guess we can make a second story. And that will be the private seating area. So I think up here is going to be the private seating area. So we'll have stairs go up this way to the second floor. So it'll only be 2 stories on this side of the restaurant, but not this side. The next thing we'll need is glass, but glass will be too high for the windows. With two panes high. And this needs to come down because that's the oop. It's late. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. I missed the door. Yeah. Okay, hopefully nothing spawned. But while we're over here, I am going to grab some glass so we can go ahead and get that set up. Put glass over here. I want window panes. So we'll just grab those. I don't plan on changing the windows, so I don't mind going ahead and putting the panels in. But we are going to continue. The lobby is not going to have windows, but this area does. I don't know why I put these here. Okay. And they're also going to be too high. No! Give me that back. Okay. So go ahead and connect these. These. Of course, that's going to be a window. This is going to have to be blocked off because we're going to have stairs against this wall. Yeah, we can have a window here. That'll be fine. Because this, like I said, we're just going to have some raised garden beds back here so that they can have fresh veggies. That's a pretty wide window. We'll do that. Because the stairs are going to start here. Go stair, flat, stair, 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 and then, yeah. Okay. The question is, do I want... The kitchen is not going to have windows. Actually, I kind of want a window in the kitchen. Just one though. Okay. I think it's coming along nicely. Let's go ahead and get some stairs so we can go ahead and start on the second floor and see what that's going to look like. We also need some slabs. Okay. We'll start that here and then put slab. Another slab, and then I'll probably use slabs for the floor all the way across. Go ahead and raise this a little bit so nobody falls off. And by nobody, I mean me. Okay, let's get some more flats or slabs. Because I have an idea of where I want, like how far I want the floor to go. I kind of want it going over the lobby area. And then this will come up. Yeah. This is going to be the wall for the second floor. And I don't think it's going to go over the kitchen. This should be enough for private seating, I would think. No, I've been out of slabs. I think I'm just going to bring the crafting table inside the restaurant. That'll make things easier. Ooh, can I get down this? I can. Sweet. Perfect staircase. Hopefully 6 will do. Okay, and then what we can do is add some fences here. Which of course we need sticks for. No. Is that not enough? Oh, it is. Okay. You know what? That's close enough. Because I don't plan on leaving that as oak. Okay. That is definitely too wide. If we do 3, would that be able to work? Maybe we can do what we did downstairs. And switch this out. Yeah, that'll work. We need to sleep. The fishermen aren't using their boat or their beds, so we might as well try to sleep here. I'm not quite sure what to do with the roof yet, though. I guess we can figure that out once we get the second floor framed out. Let me sleep. And thankfully we have a lot of cobblestone, so we can definitely get a lot of furnaces in the kitchen very quickly. But again, we are lacking sand, so this is kind of too big for a window, so let's just put that there, which means this will have to be the same. And then we'll replicate what we did behind us. That'll work. And then windows are too high. Hello? Alright. That takes care of the special seating. And then the lobby. Why is this here? Let me take that down. This needs to be cut off. I think I'm going to add some glass here, maybe? That wouldn't look right, would it? Yeah, glass blocks would look good if we just use blocks instead of panes. That should be fine. So we'll do that there. I think I'll go ahead and do that here as well. I basically am building the outline of cheddars. But we still have these, so I'm going to do this to create an arch into this area. We're going to have another arch here. go there, and then the soda bar I think should have one as well. We're gonna have to get some slabs to fix that, but that's alright. Oh, I still have these, but we're gonna have to we need more slabs than that. That should be fine, because that's gonna come across. Womp womp. Alrighty. And then this needs to be fixed because you shouldn't be able to see into the kitchen. Like, I know we're gonna have a window here, and they may be able to peep through this window into this to see like the activity in the kitchen, but that's okay. I could add clear story windows. Let's add clear story windows. Yeah, that'd be fun. So for those who may not know, clear story windows are windows near the ceiling. Door here, and then bring this over so I know how tall to build this. Perfect. Okay. I don't think we're gonna have a little tiered roof there. That doesn't look right. And the back door is not gonna have glass around it. We're just gonna leave it as is. Okay, so pretty much the outline of the restaurant is done. What we can do now is start getting some details into it and add the roof, which I already have in mind that we're going to use jungle doors for the service doors, because they kind of look like your stereotypical swinging door that leads into the kitchen, right? Because typically, like when you watch movies and they have those fancy restaurants, they have like a circular hole in the door, and the jungle door kind of has that. So go ahead and grab one of those. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna have to make another one. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there because it makes a set of 3. Actually, no. Let's just go ahead and grab these 2. And then, what do we actually want to build this place out of? I mean, we could keep the walls oak, but it would blend a lot into the pier. I'm thinking dark oak for the floor though. Let's do that. The dark oak slabs for the second floor. And I'm not quite sure what we want to do with the entry exit doors, but we do need some glass. It's almost time to sleep. Okay. Alright. And then we need benches on both sides. I forgot to build a lectern. Can we do that with oak? We need a bookshelf? No! Slabs and a bookshelf. Well, guess we're gonna have to wait on the lectern. Go ahead and put the doors in. Let's see. That one there. And then this one there. So in and out doors, since Minecraft doors don't sit in the middle of the frame. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do for... We'll have to look at our options again. Let's see. Ooh, birch door would look nice. I think we'll go with the birch door for the entry and exit points. So maybe a combination of birch and dark oak. How about, I think maybe birch and spruce for the framework. Dark oak for the floors. And any accents on the inside. So let's go ahead and we'll start with this area. Like the seating area is definitely going to be dark oak. The kitchen is going to be some hard material. I don't know if it's going to be stone or concrete, but we will figure that out in a minute. So let's change this out real quick. Whoop. We can also make a floor pattern. Let's try that actually real quick to see what we can come up with. like that. Yeah, we're going to do floor patterns. You're not going to see much of the floor in here because the soda bar is going to go like right here, and actually it may be pushed back some more. It might be go like right here so that you can have a couple of stools here. But so this area is going to have a floor pattern, so we need to move this. And we're going to treat this floor like one big room. Kind of cuts into that room, but that's okay. The inside might end up being checkered though. Maybe not. Do it that way, maybe it won't look checkered. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, and we are going to swap out the oak for something else. Maybe birch to kind of add more contrast to it. And like I said, the kitchen is going to have like a harder stone type material for the floor, but we can change this area. And I'm just going to do a framework. I'm not going to change anything in the center of it. So there's not much to work with here. Alright, so we need to get some birch. Oh, I need to change the stairs. Let me put that there and there. And then I also need to change the flats upstairs. We do have enough dark oak to do that. Kind of want to focus on the bottom though. So let's go ahead and get some birch. And what we may end up doing is using the dark oak for the roof as well, to kind of bring some of that outside. Okay, we need birch and spruce. This is dark oak. Okay, spruce. Grab as much as we can. And do we have any birch? Ooh, we don't have a lot. So we're gonna have to plant some birch. That's good enough. Just sprinkle it around. They'll eventually grow. Alright. Before we do anything with the floor, where did my crafting table go? We're going to make the birch doors. And let's do this. And that's not where I wanted that. Oop. Okay. And then the last one goes back here for the outside. Perfect. We may widen this and make another arch. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just leave that because we're going to change the wood anyways. Okay. Now, with what little birch we have left, we can go ahead and start changing some of these blocks. Guess we'll start with the lobby. We only have 10, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And unfortunately, that's all we can do for now. Yes, that looks so much better. It's a bigger contrast, which makes things lighter and darker because they're next to each other. Whereas this seems closer together, if that makes sense, in color, on the color spectrum. Okay, we do have more glass, so we can make some more glass panes. I don't want to use all of it, but see what we can do. Okay, that's that seating area. We're going to go ahead and do the waiting area out here. Get this finished. And then we've got these two windows. Oh, and this one. And then the rest of it is upstairs, which we're not doing at the moment. Okay. To finish the kind of like foyer area, I guess, I think I'm going to, we need to make some seats. Let's just do stairs, and we'll make them spruce. Two here and two here, and then we'll swap these two out for dark oak. Okay. What else were we going to do with spruce? I'll have to do some stuff on the outside with it, but we definitely need to get the birch. I guess we'll go ahead and use up the glass that we have. Take care of all the windows. Made 8 too many, but that's alright. I'm sure we can use this for something else. Either that, or just in case we accidentally break something, we can. Oh, the clear story windows. No! I'm one short! Well, ball humbug. Oh, and I forgot this door. No, we need another birch door. Oh well. Okay. The next thing we need to do is go outside and see what we can do with the spruce. See what we can change. I think we're going to outline the restaurant with spruce. And then everything else that's left with oak is going to be the birch once we replace it. So basically any corners we're going to replace with spruce. I might do it in between the windows as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. No, I messed up. Give me that back. We'll do the kitchen in a minute. The other corners we'll have to do once I'm inside. Nope. Why must you be this way? We do need to figure out it's like right here. Yes. This needs to be cut to add an accent there. Am I completely out of spruce? No. And then we'll add in between the windows in a minute. thing I want to do. Can we do this without damaging the window? Sweet. So this needs to be changed as well. That works. And is this where the other one is? No. But it's not going to look right if we don't do this. So we'll just have to do. We'll have to change this because of the window. Ooh. Let's put that back for now. Okay. And then we need to fix this window. This isn't going to look right on the outside, but that's okay. Can I? Can I? Yas. Haha. Okay. I think that's everything down here. Yes. So now we just need to go upstairs and fix that. But then I'm out. Wait, is that all? Yep, I'm completely out. Dang it. Means we need more spruce. Spruce and birch. I don't even know if we have any spruce trees growing. I'll have to check. We do not. So I'll have to add a spruce tree. And what else? We need cobblestone for some furnaces. We can go ahead and get those set up in the kitchen. So we need some spruce saplings. We need one more. And some cobblestone. Okay. Hopefully this will grow, even though, you know what, let's go ahead and take this down. Just to make sure that it's not in the way. I think that'll provide enough room for the spruce tree, hopefully. And, okay, I got cobblestone. We are going to add a little more decor on the outside so it doesn't look as flat. Uh, 8 furnaces. Sure. Let's just do 4 for now. And see what that looks like. Oh, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put that there because I want to leave space to go out. And we'll put like a little countertop here. We kind of need some shelves for plates. We also need a fridge somewhere, so we need a couple of barrels. Ooh. Good kitchens have a double-sided fridge. Actually, good kitchens have a whole entire freezer, but we don't have room for that. So we just need 2 more barrels. So slabs. So let's make some oak slabs. 2 more of those. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is put that there to be at the top of the fridge. Beautiful. Alright. What else do we want? We still need a door for this, but we don't have any spruce. We need some shelves. We need a little island. Shelves aren't going to work, actually. Unless we put them in the corners. I'm thinking spruce trapdoors, so we're going to need spruce for that. And we'll put those in the corner. For the countertops, we also need to change out the floor in the kitchen. I think we may go with concrete for the floor. So let's see what color options we have for concrete. I think maybe a light gray. Dark gray wouldn't be bad, I don't think. Yeah, I think we'll go with a gray concrete for that. But yeah, we may have to work on that some other time because we're out of time for streaming. A birch tree! Let's go ahead and get our last door on, and then we'll wrap up stream. Okay, and we we still have 14 planks left, so switch these out. Okay. That. We missed windows. No. I don't know why I was so dramatic about that. But it's fixed now. Okay. Now we just gotta wait for the spruce and the birch. But yeah, I think it's coming along nicely. Nice little fishery eatery. Yeah, it'll be cute. We'll add some shrubbery out here for the Knights of Need. And we'll add some details around the doors to make them stand out a little bit more. And of course, we need to add the roof, which the roof is going to be a little bit complicated. I have an idea for the roof that involves a lot of slabs. So we may have to get some more dark oak as well. So I'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, I think it's coming along nicely. It's so cute. Except for that part. We're going to ignore that for a moment. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. And I will see you all tomorrow for our Amber Isle stream. So I hope to see you all there.